So we got more contract negotiations. The Sacramento Kings offered Buddy Hield $90 million 4 years for an extension. He and his agent want something closer to $110 million, which I think is pretty close to the max, or is effectively the max. I don't know. Basically, the dude wants more money, right? So, you know, the comparison between this and like Jaylen Brown with the Celtics is that Buddy Hield is better. And given that the thing Buddy is great at is shooting, there's a chance that he could just keep on getting better. I mean, the dude took 8 threes a game this previous year. Who says he doesn't get up to 10 or 11 this upcoming season, you know? Another interesting thing about Buddy is he doesn't miss time. His rookie season, he played 82 games. 2018, he played 80. His previous season, he played every single game, which I think Sacramento should care about, because there are definitely some dudes making a lot of money who you're pretty sure are going to play like 67, 68 games a year or whatever. And the other thing is also just like what Sacramento is really building. It's this idea of like, we've been a joke for a long time and we've got an opportunity to not be a joke, so let's not screw this up. And messing around with a Buddy Hield extension is definitely one way of messing it up. The other thing too is, if Buddy Hield hits restricted free agency, I feel like it's kind of a guarantee that he's going to get a max contract. So there's a chance that that's where we're going anyway with this. Now, do I think Sacramento screwed up by offering him what they offered him? I mean, I'm not in the discussions, so maybe they thought it was safe. And I think Buddy really wants to be there, so I guess the fact that he still wants to talk to him shows they didn't screw it up or anything. So I guess no. Like, if you can get him to sign for less, then cool. Like, it's negotiating. You start low and eventually you pretty much just do what the player wants, because that's how the NBA is. I mean, the amount of dudes who have maxes who you wouldn't look at as that is solidly high. So Buddy Hield probably gets added to the list. But the thing with Buddy is, like, he might already be better than Otto Porter and whoever else that have max contracts right now, you know? I would say he's better than Harrison Barnes, who's his teammate, of course. So yeah, basically what I'm getting at is, in my imaginary world of what I consider a max player to be, I don't think Buddy Hield is that. But in the reality of what a max player is, yeah, he definitely is. Now, another interesting thing is the Kings' salary situation, which they care about. Buddy, I'm sure he knows it exists. Whether he cares about it is a different thing. They've committed to some dudes. They got Harrison Barnes until 2023. They got Dwayne Dedmon until 2022. The Corey Joseph contract was weird right when they signed it. They got Trevor Ariza for at least 1 year. There's a non-guarantee on that thing. And then eventually, you know, they're trying to re-sign Bogdan. Bagley is going to get a contract in a few years. De'Aaron Fox is going to get a contract after next season. The whole vibe is basically like, while the team is not set in stone just yet, you can already kind of see where this is going. And I think Sacramento, over, you know, this year and however long, they have to decide, like, who really is a keeper here. Because I think we would agree, like, the big three is Fox, Hield, Bagley. And, I mean, if you can re-sign Bogdanovich for $13 million a season, you might as well just keep him at that point. Plus, he's, you know, good and all that. But you're committing to that team. So if the goal is to win a championship, then you got to be comfortable with, like, this is the way to get there. Like, maybe these three, these four, maybe they're good enough to win us the title, maybe they're not, but, you know, maybe one of them could be a trade asset that could eventually get us there. But even then, like, there's no better alternative than what they've got right now. Like, what are you going to do, let Buddy Hield walk? You can put Buddy Hield in a trade, but, like, you're going to get anything? I mean, you'll get good stuff back for him, no doubt, but, like, would you get something better than a dude who could end up being, like, 4th or 5th in all-time three-pointers made? So basically what I'm getting at is keep the ship afloat, especially for a team where for so long the ship was not afloat. I mean, hell, it hadn't even left the dock for most of the time, you know what I mean? So you finally got something good going on. Just don't screw it up, pretty much. Another interesting thing with, what could happen like 4 years from now after Buddy Hield's contract stuff. The Kings do have all their draft picks, so they're always going to be contenders for somebody getting moved, because we know dudes are going to get moved. I mean, hell, if Giannis becomes available and you can offer Marvin Bagley and like 3 firsts, I'm just saying, that's a pretty damn good start to an offer, you know what I mean? So it'll be very interesting to see where the Kings just kind of go from here, but I think step one is just, like, give Buddy Hield a max, okay? Then actually, there's one other thing, and this is going to be me putting the tinfoil hat on, but that's how the NBA is half the time anyway. So, I know they got rid of Dave Yeager, and they brought on Luke Walton, and it seems like Luke is a pretty chill dude. If we remember, that moment that Buddy Hield had with Dave Yeager, where Yeager like yelled at him for a 3 that Hield took. I don't remember if it went in or not. And then it kind of freaked Hield out and it made him not shoot basically the same shot again. I think it was against the Warriors. I could be dead wrong on that one, but again, this might be me reading way too much into it, but is there a chance that Buddy Hield already kind of has that sticking in his brain as kind of like a, you guys don't 100% trust me? Now, I know, again, they fired Dave Yeager, so that's that. But if it was me, if that type of thing happened and then you kind of lowballed me on an offer, it might piss me off a little bit. Not enough for me to say, screw you, I'm not coming back, but enough to where it's like, just give me the damn contract already. So, I don't know. It'll be interesting stuff. I do think Buddy Hield will be on the Kings. I don't really think it's going to go that far. Like, I could picture them coming to an extension, well, whenever the deadline is. But even if it has to go out to the end of the season, I think he's going to be back on the Kings. So that's my prediction on this whole thing. So, yeah.